My daughter falsely accused me, which led to my imprisonment for a long time, and now that I've been released, I will repay her for everything I went through in the same coin. You'll regret this, Dad. My daughter Emma said it, standing in the doorway, suitcase in hand, 22 years old, eyes cold, voice flat. Final. I just told her she needed to move out, get her life together, stop stealing from me, stop lying, stop disappearing for days, stop bringing chaos into my home. You'll regret this, she repeated. Then she walked out, slammed the door, gone. I thought it was just another empty threat, another dramatic exit, another tantrum from a girl who'd never learned to take responsibility for anything. I was wrong. 2 weeks later, I got a call at work, Tuesday afternoon, 2:47 p.m. I remember checking my watch. Detective Morrison, Portland Police, needed me at the station immediately. Wouldn't say why, just that it was urgent, serious, required my immediate presence. I drove there confused, worried, thinking maybe Emma was in trouble, maybe arrested, maybe hurt. When I walked into the station, when they led me to that cold gray interview room, I still didn't understand. Then Detective Morrison sat down across from me, opened a file, and destroyed my life. Mr. Harrison, your daughter Emma has filed a formal report. She's alleging physical abuse, years of it, starting when she was 12 years old, continuing until 2 weeks ago when you allegedly threw her out of the house. My stomach dropped, actually dropped, like falling, like the floor disappearing. That's not true, I said, voice shaking, hands shaking. I never touched her, not once, not ever. This is insane. She's given us specific dates, specific incidents. She has witnesses, friends who saw injuries. We take these allegations very seriously, Mr. Harrison. She's lying. She's angry I kicked her out. She threatened me. She said I'd regret it. Turn around, sir. Hands behind your back. They arrested me right there. Handcuffs, cold metal, reading of rights, fingerprints, mugshot, processing, a cell. My whole life fell apart in one afternoon, in 1 hour, in one moment. I spent 6 months in county jail waiting for trial. 6 months of pure hell. 6 months of my life stolen. Concrete walls, fluorescent lights, the smell of industrial cleaner and desperation. Sharing a cell with men who'd actually committed crimes. Men who looked at me like I was the worst kind of monster. What are you in for? Waiting for trial. My daughter accused me of, they'd turn away, wouldn't talk to me, wouldn't sit near me. Child abuser. Even alleged, even accused. You're marked. My wife Janet visited once. Just once. Second week. She sat across from me in the visiting room. Plexiglass between us. Phones. Like a movie. Like this wasn't real life. She was crying. Tom, I need to know. Is any of this true? Did you ever? No, never. Janet, you know me. You've known me for 23 years. I never touched her. But she's so specific. She has dates. She remembers things. Why would she make this up? The fact that she even had to ask, the fact that there was doubt in her eyes, felt like a knife in my chest. Twisting, cutting, killing something between us. She didn't visit again. My friends stopped calling. Stopped answering when I called collect. My brother visited once, awkward. Didn't know what to say. My neighbors, I found out later from my lawyer, whispered when they saw Janet at the grocery store. That's the wife. Can you believe it? All those years. Poor girl. Even after I told everyone the truth. Even after I explained. The damage was done. The stain was permanent. People always wonder. Always doubt. What if he really did it? What if there's something there? My lawyer was a public defender named Sarah Chen. Overworked. Underpaid. Handling 40 cases simultaneously. But she believed me. Actually believed me. Your daughter's story has holes, she said. Big holes. We just need to find them. She worked day and night, going through records, interviewing witnesses, checking Emma's story against reality. Slowly, painfully slowly, the truth came out. Emma's friends started cracking under questioning, contradicting each other, changing details, getting nervous. Then one broke completely. Olivia, Emma's best friend since high school, started crying in the interview. She paid me. She paid me $500 to say I saw bruises, to say I saw Tom hit her. I never saw anything. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. 2 more followed. Same story. Emma had paid them, coached them, threatened them. If you don't back me up, you're not my friend anymore. Text messages surfaced. Sarah subpoenaed Emma's phone records, found messages to someone named Derek, a guy she was dating. Just filed the report. Dad's going down. That's what he gets for kicking me out. Let's see how he likes being controlled and trapped. You actually did it? That's crazy, lol. He deserves it. He ruined my life. Now I'm ruining his. Medical records showed nothing. No hospital visits, no documented injuries, no emergency room visits, no doctor's appointments, nothing to back up her claims. School records from when she was 12 through 18, the years she claimed abuse was happening, showed no reports, no concerns, no red flags, nothing. When the DA finally reviewed everything, when they saw the evidence collapsing, they dropped the charges. All charges dismissed. Case closed. I walked out of that jail 6 months after I'd walked in. 6 months stolen. 6 months I'd never get back. But I walked out. Free. Cleared. Broken, but not broken enough to forget. Emma was arrested 3 days later, filing a false police report. Conspiracy. Witness tampering. Perjury. She cried in court. Sobbed. Said she didn't think it would go this far. That she was sorry. That she was just angry. That she made a mistake. I love my dad. I was just mad. I didn't mean for him to actually go to jail. The judge, Judge Patterson, 60-year-old woman with no patience for liars, didn't care. You filed a false report of child abuse. You recruited witnesses to lie under oath. You nearly destroyed an innocent man's life. You wasted police resources. You wasted the court's time. Most importantly, you make it harder for real victims to be believed. 18 months. State prison. Emma screamed, begged, "Please, I'm sorry. I'll do anything." They took her away. Same handcuffs that had been on me. Same processing. Same system. Janet, my wife, begged me to forgive her, to let it go, to move on. She's still our daughter, Tom. She made a terrible mistake, but she's still our daughter. We need to be a family again. I looked at her, really looked, saw someone I didn't recognize anymore, someone who'd doubted me, someone who'd believed Emma's lies, someone who was asking me to forgive the person who'd stolen 6 months of my life. I filed for divorce 3 months later. Emma served her full 18 months. No early release, no parole, full sentence. She tried reaching out when she got out. Letters first, long letters, handwritten, apologizing, explaining, begging. I burned them without reading past the first paragraph. Then calls, my number, my work, my brother's house, everywhere. I blocked every number, every contact, every attempt. Then she started showing up at my apartment, at my work, at the grocery store, at the gym, always the same, crying, apologizing. "Dad, please, I made a mistake. I was angry and stupid. Please forgive me. I need you. I need my family." I ignored all of it, every approach, every attempt, every plea, until one day, 6 months after her release, she showed up at my apartment door at 7 p.m. on a Saturday, knocked, persistent. "Dad, I know you're in there. Please, just 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking." I opened the door, looked at her standing there, 25 years old now, older, thinner, different. She looked surprised I'd answered, hopeful, desperate. "Dad, thank you. Thank you for opening the door." I stared at her for a long moment, then stepped aside. "Come in." She looked shocked, genuinely shocked, but she came in quickly. Before I could change my mind, sat down on my couch, small couch, studio apartment, all I could afford after the divorce and legal fees. She wiped her tears, composed herself, started talking. "Dad, I've changed. I swear. I've been in therapy, real therapy. I've been working on myself, understanding why I did what I did. I was so angry, so hurt, but that's not an excuse. I know that now." I nodded, said nothing, just listened. "I just want my family back. I want you back. I want to make this right. I'll do anything, anything. Please, just give me a chance." She talked for 20 minutes, about prison, about therapy, about regret, about change, about how sorry she was, about how much she'd learned, about how different she was now. I let her finish, let her get it all out, watched her perform. Then I pulled out my phone, opened the voice memo app, hit play. Her voice filled the room, crystal clear, recent recording. "I'm totally playing the sorry card. He's such a softie. He'll cave." Another voice, her friend Melissa. "You really think he'll forgive you? He's my dad. He'll feel guilty for not forgiving me. I'll cry, I'll apologize. I'll get him to help me out financially. Milk the old man a little. He owes me after I did time because of him." Laughter, both of them laughing. "You're terrible," Melissa said. "I'm smart. He's stupid enough to feel guilty. Might as well use it." The recording ended. Silence. Heavy silence. Emma's face went completely white, then red, then white again. "I hired a private investigator after you got out," I said. Voice calm, controlled, cold. "Cost me $3,000. Best money I ever spent. He's been following you, recording you, documenting everything. I knew you hadn't changed. I just needed proof." I pulled up my email, showed her the draft, already written, already addressed to her parole officer. "You're still on parole for another 6 months. Part of your parole conditions state you can't engage in fraudulent behavior or schemes. This recording, you attempting to defraud me, violates those conditions." I hit send. Email sent. Evidence attached. Recording included. "They'll be here in about 10 minutes. I called your parole officer before you arrived. She was waiting for my evidence." Emma started screaming, standing, panicking. "No, no, Dad, please, I didn't mean it. It was just talk, just venting, please." "You never mean it. You never change. You just get better at lying." She was begging now, crying, real crying, desperate crying. "Please, I'll go back to prison. Please don't do this. You did this, not me. You made your choices." Sirens outside, getting closer, getting louder. She ran to the door, tried to leave, but 2 officers were already coming up the stairs, her parole officer right behind them. "Emma Harrison? No, please, there's been a mistake. You're under arrest for parole violation, attempted fraud, turn around, handcuffs, again, same process, same system, same consequences." They read her rights. She was screaming, sobbing, looking at me. "Dad, please, tell them it's not true. Tell them." I stood in my doorway, watching, silent, as they walked her down the stairs. As she looked back at me one last time, I saw it, the realization, the understanding. I wasn't her father anymore. I was the man whose life she'd destroyed, the man she'd sent to prison, the man she'd tried to manipulate one more time, and I was done. I closed the door, locked it, walked back to my couch, sat down. Silence. Blessed silence. She made her choices. Now she gets to live with them. Again.